Namaste, yogis. Hello, and welcome to this podcast extra from the Sunrose Yoga Podcast. I'm Kelly, and this is Una. And today we are sharing with you a little tutorial on shoulder stand, Sarvangasana, the queen of the asanas, the mother of the asanas. This posture will bring balance to your body and your mind. It regulates the thyroid, the source of your metabolism. It also really opens up your ability to communicate because it stimulates the Visuddha chakra, the bridge between your heart and your mind, your heart and your mouth. And I will say this about the posture as far as safety is concerned, since so many of us carry a lot of tension in the neck and the shoulders and upper back, and may even have injuries. You can still practice this, though. If you have had an injury within the last few years, I think it would be wise for you to talk with your doctor before practicing shoulder stand. That being said, if you have been cleared and you have a history of a neck injury, or you're just interested in sort of the long-term health of your cervical spine, I would suggest two things. The first is really for everyone, whether you have a neck injury or not, and that is that when you're in this posture, you bring your heart toward your chin and not your chin toward your heart. And this will make more sense once we're on the ground. But when you bring your chin toward your heart, you'll notice that the back of your neck pushes back and sort of flattens out. This, over time, combined with the position that we're bringing our body into in shoulder stand, can weaken these, the upper back and neck, the cervical spine. And so my second suggestion is to perhaps use a blanket underneath your shoulders when practicing, if only to elevate your shoulders a little bit. Your head will be off of the blanket, of course, and your neck will be off. That will give you a couple of inches of space between your neck and the floor, which can help over time preserve your cervical spine, little lady. And so in this posture, we're relying heavily on our core strength, on our belly, abdominals, your chest, openness of the chest, and we're also relying much more than we might think on our legs. So remember in this posture, as with all inversions, to activate your legs either by employing a flex point, a floint, or flexing, whatever works for you, or whatever you know helps you activate your legs. Maybe just spreading your toes in whatever position they find themselves. And we will begin a little burp in Viparita Karani, legs up the wall. So after you have opened the heart and prepared the abdomen and the core, warmed up the legs, you're ready to begin your ascension into shoulder stand. Now, if you are beginning or just looking to refine your practice, I recommend using the wall and beginning from Viparita Karani, which is a modified shoulder stand or legs up the wall. And we'll just begin by kicking our legs straight up the wall, scooching the tush all the way up to the wall so that the sitting bones are pressing in. And we'll begin here simply by pressing the shoulder blades, the heads of the shoulders into the earth.
Pressing the back of the head into the earth and feeling that space between the neck and the floor. Energize your legs. Maybe press your calves into the wall. And then slowly bring the soles of the feet to the wall. Press the feet into the wall as you lift your hips away from the earth. Now you may wish to just readjust your shoulders here so that there is that space between your neck and the floor. And walk your feet up the wall. Press the back of the head into the earth. Keep a natural neck so you're just gazing straight ahead at the sky. And we'll bring the palms of the hands to the low back. And we're stacking our hips over the shoulders. So maybe just walk those shoulders in. And then extend one leg. Energize the feet. Get used to what it feels like to have your ankle over your hip, over your shoulder. Maybe switch. Let the breath remain calm, moving in and out of the nostrils. And as you're ready, you may wish to extend both legs skyward, pressing your elbows into the earth, pressing the back of the head into the earth. And you can come down easily using your legs as you roll all the way down to earth. As always, take a breath here. Get used to being on the same, having your heart and head and hips on the same level. Now you may wish to practice this way always so that you have that control when you come down, or you may wish to take your practice all the way out into the middle of the Here, we'll prepare by extending our body all the way out onto the earth, pressing the palms, the elbows, the sacrum, the shoulders into the floor. Press the back of the head into the floor, but feel the space between your neck and the earth. Bring the knees to the chest. Take a beautiful breath in here. As you breathe out, press the hands into the earth and rock the hips up over the shoulders just as you did on the wall. Hands come to the low back as you extend the legs one at a time. Now, it's more important for our hips to be stacked over our shoulders than for our ankles to be straight up in the air. So if you're still finding this pose, you can always feel free to extend the feet a bit behind the head. Your gaze just be straight ahead. Begin to puff your chest, that is, open your chest toward your chin. And you can either come into halasana or roll out slowly. The counter pose to this is fish, Matsyasana, which you can get to by bringing your elbows under your shoulders, lifting the heart center, flex the feet, and allow the head to drop back. Now, you might notice when you practice this posture that some air gets trapped in your body, and your lower body may make some noises as you come back down. Do not be embarrassed by this, or try not to be. It's natural, it happens, and it's something you almost have no control over. So with that, practice away. And let me know if you have any other questions about shoulder stand or any other posture for that matter. Thanks so much for joining me. Namaste.